Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is another episode. I call this episode 4. And if you were watching us last time, we left off in Gateon Port, so we could do the second half of the Gateon Port, so we could do the lighthouse, get some shadow Pokemon, and get some items. I am Cool Guy here today. Well, Cool Guy self-proclaimed, if you take that as verbatim. Named J-Ron, and I have a partner who I call
Sensei Mewtwo 12345.
And we're gonna have an awesome episode because, you know, awesome episodes are better than non-as awesome episodes. I don't know. Anyways, so we're on a bridge right now, and where we last left you, we were going to figure out how to get to the lighthouse. We'll show you right here, and you actually don't need to go to this house right here because there's nothing here to be offered to you. However, there is an interesting conversation which you can have with an elderly man, I believe. In fact, he kind of looks like the guy from the lab. They use a lot of sprites the same way. Anyways, there's an island far off on the coast of Gateon Port. It's surrounded by vicious ocean currents, however, so no one can go near. And so he talks about this island, and this island is actually going to play a role later on in the game. He's not the only one who talks about the island. There are also a couple other people in this town that talk about the island, and we'll show you that island way later in the game is actually going to be playing an important part. I'm just showing you that conversation now so you can get your suspicions up and figure stuff out for yourself so you don't have any lost info. So there's Lighthouse right there, and if you go to your right here, you can actually talk to this guy who I'm not even sure why or how or what he's doing here, especially since a bridge was broken. But he's like, "Aye, welcome, youngster. No words be spoken, no questions need be asked. We shall battle, yes." And so I'm like, yeah, let's go, bro. And so casual guy Kyle. Kyle, at something.
Sile.
And
people have weird names in these games.
Yeah, it's kind of odd because that I'm like, okay, what you want, Kyle? And apparently, as you'll see here right now, he actually has a shadow Pokemon, and the scanner's like beep 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 beep, shadow Pokemon. And so we're like, oh,
it's over 9,000.
Yeah. And so we don't want to kill that shadow Pokemon because we want to capture every shadow Pokemon we can. So let's kill that Tailo first and then make mincemeat out of
And we once again forgot to evolve our Eevee, which would have been really beneficial for this fight because
I thought we agreed that we weren't gonna fight.
Well, Jolteon,
I never actually got to finish that.
Yeah, Jolteon learns Thunder Wave at a very early level.
I actually didn't get to finish that conversation we had last time. We were talking about how it is beneficial to certain people to evolve earlier and certain people to not evolve earlier. And so with Jolteon has just gonna use tackle, maybe sand attack just so I don't kill it. So Jolteon learns its only useful first move at level 16, which is Spark. And so it's easier to have Eevee level up, and so I'm gonna evolve Eevee at level 15 so that we get there quicker, and then we learn Spark at level 16. And so it
it's not that. Yeah, I remember now. It's not that he learns Thunder Wave at an early level. It's that the move tutor can teach him Thunder Wave. So.
There's a move tutor in a town we're about to go to that's pretty soon. He can teach Jolteon Thunder Wave, which is what Sensei was thinking of. And so Sand Attack, and I'm about to use Lick right here, and I'm using Lick because that Lick can paralyze the Pokemon, although it's not a definite circumstance. So get lucky? No luck for us today.
No, you just have to wait in this game for it to actually show up. So
okay, and so now that we have done that, do you think it's safe to use a Tackle?
I would say use Bite because Tackle gets Stab on Eevee.
Well, yeah, but
and Bite could cause him to flinch.
Yeah, so like we said last time, Stab is same attack, a power boost, and so
if anything,
1.5 Tackle is 35 damage. So if you do that by times 1.5, it's actually a little bit less than 60. And so Bite is currently our strongest by just a bare smidgen.
If you really were that concerned about it, you could have Eevee use Sand Attack and have Teddiursa attack because it won't be very effective.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point because Shadow Blitz is one of our better moves for Teddiursa. However, like we said earlier, Shadow moves are not very effective on Shadow type Pokemon. However, that also may be a bad idea because it's not going to do very much at all.
Yeah.
So
I suppose usually what I do is I'll use one strong attack to get the HP low. Like, I guarantee you there's no way you're going to knock it out at level 10.
yeah. Yeah, so I probably should have done tackle anyway. I'm just going to use a lick now, and after this lick, it might be yellow, but I'm just going to throw a Pokeball after this next one anyway, because I don't want to stall too much time. But with its accuracy down to 3...
give a potion to your Eevee.
Yeah, possibly, although now that he's down by 3 accuracy, it's mostly unlikely for him to hit me. However, he seemed to hit, but he's hitting the wrong person. I'm going to...
Yeah, it could be the Shadow Blitz is always accurate, so
right.
I would do it just in case.
Let's revive our Eevee right there, and for Teddiursa, let's use one more lick and get that Ladybug down to yellow. And so for catching Pokemon in the Pokemon games, you have green, yellow, and red.
Ooh, that was actually really lucky.
That was really lucky. Critical hit, like we said earlier, ×2 if you still don't know your Pokemon stuff. And so now that we got it down to red, it's a lot easier to throw a Pokeball and actually catch it. And so, oops, I passed the Pokeballs. Yeah. So we have 4 Pokeballs at the moment because we already used one at Teddiursa. If we throw this Pokeball at Ladybug, we probably should be pretty lucky enough to catch it on the first try because it's paralyzed and it has red. So I'll just use Shadow Mist, which is a non-damaging move, just in case we actually miss. So let's see. Are we lucky? Are we lucky? Are we lucky?
In this game, if you wanted to stall for time, you could even just call your Pokemon, so...
Oh yeah, that's always true. And that makes them friendly, too. Well, depends. Anyways, we got the Ledyba, so yippee, we don't actually have to do anything. Early in the games, it's usually pretty easy to catch them, and Pokeballs are enough. However, as we go throughout the game, we're going to get things better than Pokeballs, such as Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and many other things in other games. However, there's not too much variety in this game, so we don't have to worry about it. So,
also, check your team really quick before I say this and make myself sound like an idiot.
Kyle, you're a loser. Just saying. Just because you lost your Pokemon. Anyways,
yeah,
what do you want?
Yeah, I thought so. Because in some games, whenever you catch a Pokemon, it's fully healed. In this game, not so. So you'll have to take Ladybug to a Pokemon Center.
Okay. The only games in which I know that the Pokemon are fully healed when you catch them is the Generation 4 and later, because when you catch them in Generation 4, you have the possibility to use something called a Heal Ball. A Heal Ball is a variety of Pokeball that instantly heals them once you get them.
Actually, I think it only fully heals them if they're stored in the PC. So
yeah. Also, the other way to have Pokemon instantly healed is once you have more than 6 Pokemon in your current team, they're automatically sent to the PC where you can get them later. And so, that instantly heals them. You just have to switch them out. Alright, so now that we're in the lighthouse, there's a couple things we can do, and the first thing is we can either go up the stairs or we can go up the elevator. And there's some stuff in between the stair floors, and so if we go up the elevator directly and then go down the stairs to go down, we can get both of them. And the reason we want to go up the stairs is because there's a guy here. Actually, you know, it's actually not even a guy. It's actually kind of awkward.
It's kind of it's like a woman on steroids.
Yeah, this is like the first time I could use the deep man voice for a woman and actually not be wrong. Because if you look, it looks like a man, but it also looks like a female because you can't tell if that's a buff chest or if it's a normal girl chest. It's just kind of messed up. So let's not...
Huge pecs or...
yeah, let's not entertain on that too much. But she has a shadow Pokemon, just like the last person we talked about. And so I'm going to use Eevee to try to take down this Zubat, and hopefully I can get it. If Teddiursa uses Lick, then we can maybe get a Paralysis on Poochyena, just we did last time. And so Bites did not do enough, but we can get him next time.
And this time, since Poochyena is dark, I think you could easily get away with using Bite, and it'd be just as strong as Tackle.
Well, Bite is actually not very effective, like Sensei is saying, on a Dark type, and so even though it's a Shadow...
Same types, with the exclusion of some types like Normal and Fighting, are usually not very effective against their same types, so... Yeah,
it's actually kind of interesting to do. But anyways, let's take down that Zubat and use one more lick on the Poochyena. And so, the thing about Shadow Pokemon is that Shadow Pokemon, even though they're Shadow type, they keep their normal type from before.
And two super exceptions to why I just said that I just remembered is Ghost and Dragon are actually super effective against their same type.
Yeah.
So.
And so in Pokemon for super effective... Yes! Paralysis! Alright, now we can start attacking him and do some damage. Oh! Yeah,
like we could show you a whole super effective, not super effective chart, but then most of the time it's pretty obvious what is and isn't super effective.
There's actually a lot of things that are obvious and a lot of things that aren't obvious. Since I have a little bit of time, I guess I could talk a little bit about it as I use Shadow Blitz and to tackle. Hopefully I don't kill it. So, obvious ones...
I would actually go with Bite, because it's going to be weaker and it could cause flinch.
Well, yeah, but currently, right now, we have plenty of room to wiggle with. And so, Shadow Hold is a move, just basically doesn't let me escape. He's like, ha, you can't get out of here, you're about to die. I'm like, ha, sucks to be you,
Why would
I'm
we
gonna
want
do it
to
anyway.
switch to ledyba that has 7 HP and is paralyzed anyway?
Yeah. So I'm going to have Eevee use Tackle. I'm going to actually use a Pokeball on Poochyena right now, even though it's not red, and hopefully we get lucky. And something about using Pokeballs and such is it used to be believed that pressing A or B or something like that as rapidly as you can while catching somebody made it more likely. That is a huge myth. It doesn't make it any more likely. Like, I just didn't press A at all. I got it anyway. In fact...
Yeah, and it's partially contribute that you got that easily at that high HP, because A, we're so early in the game, and B... the way it works is since you had a status effect on paralysis,
and it was
it makes the HP, it makes the chance of catching the Pokemon at HP wise a color down.
Yeah.
When it has a stat attached to it. And that makes it even more effective when it's red. So it makes it red minus some, making it even more likely.
Quick interjection, sorry. This guy's the other one I was talking about who talks about the island in the distance. He also talks about this, and I mean, just another, not spoiler, but like, I don't know, what do you call it? I don't care anymore. Anyways, and so for catching Pokemon, like Sensei was saying, if you have a status type on them, they are easier to catch. If you have lower HP on them, easier to catch. And then things such as Great Ball and Ultra Ball make it easier to catch because Pokeball has a ×1 ratio to catch Pokemon. Great Ball ×2. Ultra Ball even higher. Every single different Pokeball has a different catch rate based on the situation.
And by the way, the move False Swipe. The catch rate is determined by the color of the HP level. I know this for sure. So False Swipe, if the Pokemon you're facing is already in the red, for those of you who don't know, False Swipe is a move that will never KO the Pokemon that hits. It'll leave them at 1 HP as if
Which is pretty useful, because 1 HP, probably the easiest one.
Because if you're using a stronger Pokemon, you could get the use, because if you are trying to catch a weaker Pokemon without trying to kill it and get it down to the red.
Quick thought. So as we go down to Lighthouse, the first guy we saw on the first floor, he just says something stupid, so ignore him. Second floor, there's actually an item, so get that. And this floor, the creepy old woman. I'm not actually going to talk to her, but she calls me a rare child.
Okay.
I'm not even sure what that's supposed to mean. I'm pretty sure I don't want to find out, because it's kind of weird. Anyways, and so once you go back to the bottom floor, there's actually a Pokemon item case on the right, if I can get it to it, which gives you Paralyze Heal, and then there's one on the left, which gives you potions, I believe, and so all these little items inside this city, useful for the beginning of the game, that way you don't have to actually buy them at the marts, and so if you get all of them, you'll be decently well prepared for all the different things you did, are going to do actually, and the only things we'll have to buy pretty soon are more Pokeballs, because we're going to try to get every Shadow Pokemon, so if we want to get all of them, we have to be adequately prepared, because we don't always get them on the first try like we have the last 2 tries.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes quite a long time.
And I guess the whole point of what I was trying to say earlier is the number associated to the Pokemon HP in terms of the catch rate, like the number level. Like if you're down to just 1 HP, then that's equals the highest catch rate. That is a myth that is equal to the HP color. So
yeah, HP color, not actual HP. Some people are like, wow, 1 HP is gonna be so good. It's just red, yellow, green. and it's also easier to catch level Pokemon. But anyways, so now that we've gone to the lighthouse, we can come back to here. You can also come back here if you skip the lighthouse. It doesn't make a difference. Talk to this guy who's like, whoa, bro, sorry we were out. Machine part, you said, right? And then he's gonna try to get it for us, and it's in a safe. Even though I don't even know why you would need to have a machine part in a safe. It's kind of unnecessary.
Maybe it's more like a dumbwaiter.
Yeah. Here it is. Here it is. This it is. Here you go. Alright, so we got the machine part, and he's like, whoa, it's a rare item. That machine part took a while to get the order in. How's your professor doing? And we talked to him, and we're like, he's like, whoa, the HQ lab director was abducted?
By the Spanish Inquisition?
Yeah, Spanish Inquisition. I've been through something like that before. Really?
What?
What?
Oh, yeah, right, because, yeah, he was the mayor's son in Coliseum.
That's actually kind of funny, because
so he
Sensei
has
pointed
been
out in the
abducted
last...
by the Spanish
Sensei
Inquisition.
pointed out in the last episode that this guy reminds him of some little kid that was from Pokemon Coliseum, which game was 5 years previous to this. And if you pay attention to Coliseum, that's actually really funny, because Pear is right. He went through something almost exactly like them. He was abducted because kids were abducted. Because that's apparently how evil people work. They like children. Enough said. Anyways.
Orochimaru.
Yeah. So that is the end of this place. I wish there was more to do because Gateon Port is a pretty chill place. But from here on out, we're going to want to go back to Dr. Cam Nico's house, where we're going to see Chobin again, unfortunately, and listen to Chobin again, unfortunately, battle him, and talk to this guy's grandfather so we can tell him exactly what's happened as well. But that will happen on another episode because we have, I believe, gone to a good time. Something like that. I don't know. Make it up as I go. So, been episode, been J-Ron, been Sensei, been seeing you. Guys, bye.